Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me clearly, as hope so. My name is Levente Rozsavölgyi. I work at the Hungarian Ministry of Energy and also serve as the national contact point for Life Clean Energy Transition subprogram. I'll be the moderator for today's event. Thank you all for joining us online. Just some quick notes. There will be a recording of this session which we will share on many platforms with you in a later time so that you can easily access the results of this event and the presentations as well. Before we officially begin, we'll just wait another minute or two to allow a few more participants to join us online, as we are currently facing many participants joining a bit late, but it's no problem at all. In the meantime, I would like to share a couple of brief housekeeping notes as well. Please mute your microphones if you did not do that already. And also, as we have a very packed agenda today, unfortunately, we won't be able to take questions directly after the presentations to keep us on schedule. We are already 5 minutes behind. If you do have questions, however, we kindly ask you to reach us with them via live@mfoe.org or to reach out to the presenters directly to contact the details. The contact details they will provide. On to the agenda, we have a quite packed one, as I mentioned already. We will start off with 2 opening remarks. Then the Hungarian colleagues will present the Hungarian LIFE program, just as an overview of the country's successes. And then we will proceed with the explanation or showcasing of our capacity building project. Then we will move on to one Hungarian nature project, and then we will have our first international block, where our Italian NCP colleague will present her work as an NCP, and then 2 fellow Italian project owners will present their own projects. Then at 10:50, maybe at 11, depends on how we are able to keep us on schedule, we will have a 15-minute coffee break. Then we will have 3 more blocks, 3 international ones. Spanish colleagues will present, and also Spanish projects will be showcased. Then the Portuguese friends of ours will present. Then we have 3 Portuguese projects, and then we will wrap up with the presentation of our fellow Polish NCP. And then we will have 20 minutes for a sort of feedback on our agenda. Then we will slowly wrap it up, probably before 1 p.m. so everyone can have their lunch, not in the late meeting. Now, moving on, and now it is my pleasure to invite Dr. Bernadette Petri, Ministerial Commissioner responsible for coordinating the use of direct EU funds and Managing Director of MFOE Advisory, to deliver the opening remarks. Please, Bernadette, whenever you are ready.
Thank you very, very much. I'm going to be quite brief. So, ladies and gentlemen, the colleagues and partners, it is a great pleasure and honor for me to welcome you today here at the Life Enhanced Capacity Building in Hungary event. I am particularly pleased to see such a diverse professional community gathered here today. We can see representatives of the Hungarian Life National Contact Points, experts from public institutions, research organizations, civil society, private sector, as well as our international partners joining us from Italy, Spain, Portugal, and Poland. The diversity here clearly can demonstrate that environmental protection and climate action are no longer just the responsibility of a single policy field. It is becoming more and more horizontal, because they can represent a shared social, economic, and scientific challenge that also requires cooperation among institutions, among countries. This is what we have experienced during this project. For more than 30 years, the LIFE program has been one of the EU's most important instruments supporting environmental and climate policy. And what really makes the program particularly valuable is its strong focus on particular and practical solutions, because these projects, as we can see, the one of today, do not only generate strategies or concepts, but they really create life-based demonstrations and innovative models that can be also replicated across Europe. And since it has different strands, nature, biodiversity, circular economy, climate mitigation, adaptation, transition to clean energy, we can see that the program also contributes directly to addressing some of the most pressing environmental challenges of our time. I believe that for Hungary, these objectives are of particular importance because our country is very rich in natural heritage and biodiversity, meaning that protecting all these values is not only an environmental responsibility, but also part of preserving our national heritage for future generations. In this context, the LIFE program provides a unique opportunity to connect research, policy, and business sectors, and this is precisely why we launched this LIFE capacity building project, coordinated by the Hungarian Development Promotion Office in partnership with, and I have to tell you, in excellent partnership with the Ministry of Energy and Ministry of Agriculture. The core objective of this initiative was already clear at the beginning: to increase the number of successful LIFE projects coordinated by Hungarian organizations. However, achieving this goal requires more than just simply promoting funding opportunities. In many cases, we have experienced that potential applicants face challenges related to financial, legal, and administrative requirements. Even organizations with excellent project ideas may hesitate to apply because of the process appearing complex or sometimes just unfamiliar. We see that the capacity building project can therefore aim to remove all these barriers to participation. And this is also why we are strengthening the expertise of LIFE NCP network, as well organizing training, study visits, and trying to facilitate the exchange of international expertise and best practices. We also trying to provide direct support, having an accessible help desk service. The project is going to be presented in depth later on, so I'm not going into the details. We also had an objective in this project to engage new target groups. And I think that is very crucial because we strongly believe that many of the most innovative environmental and climate solutions of the future will come from the creativity and commitment of the younger generation. So here the younger generation, young professionals, university students were our main target groups in the project. At the same time, we also see that an overall strong professional network is needed that will continue even after terminating the project to support Hungarian organizations in developing high-quality LIFE proposals, even after the project, as I have said, because it has a long-term impact. And why is today's event so important? So it can really offer an opportunity to present Hungarian expertise, but also learn from each other, because through the program we can hear about good practices from several member states, also hearing and seeing insights from the national contact points, and seeing concrete examples of successful LIFE projects. And therefore, I'm convinced that knowledge sharing and international cooperation are key factors in ensuring that Europe can effectively respond to all these challenges on environment and climate ahead. Also, therefore, allow me please to take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation to all partners and experts who contributed to the implementation of this LIFE capacity building project, and also to the organization of today's event. I truly hope that this discussion will inspire new ideas, will strengthen professional network, and lead to future LIFE projects and partnership. I wish you all the productive and inspiring day. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much for those insightful opening remarks. And now moving on, we are also honored to hear the opening remarks from the European Commission. It is my pleasure to invite Mr. Gianmarco Italia, LIFE Coordination Officer Director General for Climate Action of the European Commission, to deliver his speech. Mr. Italia, do you hear us?
Yes, loud and clear. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for inviting me. It's the honor actually is mine to be here and to be able to discuss with you, albeit shortly. I'm very happy that I was invited by the Hungarian National Contact Point to also welcome you to this online event. I would like to first echo the words of Bernadette. It's so beautiful to see all of those people connected, even if online, with such different backgrounds. So I think it's also quite telling of the variety of the life community. So welcome to everyone, all participants, project beneficiaries, the national focal points, and also potential applicants. As I think you know, the LIFE program is a key instrument for the European Commission for what concerns spending on climate and environment. It provides funding for testing and developing and demonstrating new innovative solutions for climate and environment, as well as financing projects that also contribute to the implementation of the EU environmental and climate policies. Between 2021 and 2027, we were allocated a 5.4 billion budget that we are supporting a wide range of activities. Just speaking of them, from nature conservation and biodiversity protection to climate mitigation and adaptation. As part of my very short opening remarks, I'll guide through you a short overview of LIFE program achievements. I'd like to also drop some general statistics on the last LIFE call of last year that we are now bringing to a close, and a few words also on the LIFE technical assistant projects. So as I said, the LIFE program is a key program for financing environmental and climate actions for the European Commission. Since its inception, it has financed over 5,000 projects with a total investment accumulated of more than 11 billion. Since the start of this current programming period, so since 2021, we have successfully reduced emissions by over 40 million tons of CO2 each year, saved a whopping 8,330 gigawatt hour in energy annually. This also comes with a lot of uptake of renewable energy resources on our side. We can also say from the Klima side that according to our indicators, over 3.45 million citizens are now also less vulnerable thanks to the effect of LIFE projects, which I think that in current times is something to be very proud of. On nature and biodiversity, we have also achieved successful and significant things. So efforts have altered or reversed biodiversity losses across more than 2 million hectares of habitats, and conservation initiatives have aided the recovery of 57 species pretty much. So, and there is of course more to come. Maybe let's dive shortly into the last year's calls, because the impressive figures from participation of last year also played a vital role in enabling this accomplishment I've just reported. So the results of the last year LIFE calls have been recently notified to the winning beneficiaries. We are happy to see that the program has received a significant increase in application over time. This is not just a one-year trend. It has been structural since the beginning of the programming period. To give you a taste, under, for instance, the standard action calls of 2025, we received 2,060 proposals, which is a 42% increase with respect to 2024, and 2024 had already increased by 37% compared to 2023. So there is a big and structural surge in interest from applicants that we are witnessing here. The proposals were submitted by applicants from 30 countries, including those outside of the EU, so but still associated to the LIFE program. The highest number of proposals was submitted by Spain and Italy, and also Germany and France submitted quite a lot of proposals. The total amount requested by proposals was almost 600 million, which is almost 10 times the budget that we had available. This actually highlights a financing gap, but also the interest of the LIFE community in applying and tapping into EU funding programs. What's next? Next is that in 2026, so this year, on 21st of April, we'll open the new LIFE calls in various areas. Of course, traditional calls on natural conservation, circular economy, climate change mitigation and adaptation. And of course, our main message here is also to encourage all eligible applicants to submit their proposals and take advantage of the LIFE program with its renowned history of financing very significant and impactful projects. What you may be interested in hearing is that we will have our EU LIFE Info Days from 28 to 30 April 2026, the CINEA ones, and we will provide more detailed information on the LIFE calls, and also we will stand ready to answer questions from potential applicants. Before closing, I also wanted to spend a few words on the project portfolio of Hungary and on capacity building projects in general. So overall, under the current LIFE program, we have 19 Hungarian LIFE projects awarded, mostly under LIFE Nature and some also under climate adaptation. The climate mitigation sector still struggles a bit to attract motivated Hungarian applicants, but we are confident that with this trend will somehow improve. Capacity building projects were conceived with the purpose of reinforcing the national contact points knowledge on the program and helping them to promote knowledge sharing, orient applicants, and collaborate in general with stakeholders. We hope that with the years to come, and also in view of the new multi-annual financial framework, the knowledge and expertise that you have developed and acquired will also guide you through the next funding program. In 2021, we had 8 technical assistant capacity building projects with a total budget of 3.3 million. Shifting focus to the Hungarian capacity building project in general, we really acknowledge your continued efforts to strengthen the knowledge base of the LIFE program, and also how effectively you have managed the dedicated LIFE help desk for stakeholders. We are pleased of your 8 thematic trainings that you have carried out in 2025, and as well as the organization of the Info Day in June 2025. And of course, also of the study trips that we organized to Italy, Portugal, Greece, and Poland. It's very emblematic and very important to still always keep an open channel with other LIFE NCPs and exchange knowledge. So we are looking forward to harvesting the fruits of the project and receiving even more proposals under all the LIFE calls that are to come. For the rest, I wish you a fruitful discussion and a beautiful day ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Italia, for your opening remarks and for providing us with such a useful context. We truly appreciate your time. With that, we'll move on to the first presentation of the day, an overview of the Hungarian LIFE program. So, Eva, whenever you are ready, please.
Thank you. Good morning. Let me also warmly welcome all participants of this meeting. I'm Eva Sashalmi. I work in the Ministry of Agriculture. I am the national contact point for the LIFE Nature and Biodiversity subprogram, but I will start this presentation, but later I will give the floor to my NCP colleagues. Sorry, just a minute. Okay. Yes, sorry, just a moment. So first, excuse me, some technical problems. First, I will tell a few words about the NCP's activity in Hungary, and then we will give a short overview about all subprograms in LIFE, so the role of the LIFE subprograms in Hungary, and we will give some examples for successful LIFE projects. As I mentioned, I work in the Ministry of Agriculture, but my colleagues work in the Ministry of Energy. So Danish is responsible for the climate change sub-program, Annika is responsible for the circular economy and quality of life sub-program, and Levente is the Life NCP of the Life Clean Energy Transition sub-program. So we work closely together, not just in the capacity building projects, but anyway. The scope of our activity is probably similar to the activity of Life NCPs in other member states. We try to support applicants in many ways, also before the application phase. So if anybody is interested in the LIFE program or which LIFE sub-program to choose or which project topic is the most suitable for them, they can ask us and we will try to help them to navigate among the different EU programs and among the different LIFE sub-programs. And when the applications, the proposals are almost ready, we provide consultation possibilities. So we try to answer all questions of the applicants. And if requested, we provide support letters for the applicants. And hopefully when the proposals are positively evaluated and the projects can start, we try to monitor the implementation of the LIFE projects. For example, to take part in the monitoring missions. And if there are problems, we try to help. If support is needed, the project managers can contact us. And as a technical support, if the project has an aim to have a strategy or an action plan which has to be adopted by the end of the LIFE project, the ministry adopt it and we contribute to these actions. A crucial question is the national co-financing. We have now two kinds of budgets for it, but both are limited. We have a special LIFE budget for nature projects and also for a LIFE budget for environment projects. And there is a central national co-financing fund as well, but it's not just for LIFE, but there is a competition with other EU direct funds. But at least we have some budgets, it's limited, but we try to do our best to provide some national co-financing for applicants who need it. Beside our NCP role, we are members of the LIFE committee. And the third kind of activity, we had and have capacity building projects. 10 years ago, we started the first, and now we will finish soon the second capacity building project. But about this project, Levente will talk about later. Now I turn to the LIFE Nature and Biodiversity sub-program. It has a crucial role in Hungary, as this is the only dedicated fund for nature. And until now, it supported very much the implementation of Natura 2000 network and the prioritized action framework. And now we hope that in the future it can support very much the implementation of our new regulation, the nature restoration regulation. And in Hungary, there are many nature conservation projects financed in frame of the structural funds, so in the environment and energy efficiency operational program. But its budget is limited, and not everything can finance from this operational program. For example, international projects, so LIFE plays a complementary role, fills all gaps that can be financed from other EU programs. Our ministry haven't set state priorities because we are happy when we have some successful projects. We have 1 or 2 per year. We only what we only do in case of support letter is required, that we ask our regional bodies, the National Park Directorate, and if the competent National Park Directorate supports the proposal, so they say that, okay, it's in harmony with the Natura 2000 management plan, the Ministry of Agriculture provides the support letter to the applicant. Our projects are aiming partly habitat restoration or invasive species management, and we have many species conservation projects covering several kinds of species conservation actions. Some examples and data. The first Life Nature project was supported in 2000. So we also took part in the LIFE program before the accession of Hungary to the European Union. And until now, altogether 46 Life Nature and Biodiversity projects have been supported. This number covers the projects which were coordinated by Hungarian beneficiary. And in frame of this project, species conservation actions targeting bird species were implemented. For example, the saker, the imperial eagle, the red-footed falcon was in focus. And also our endemic reptile species, the Hungarian meadow viper. This year we finished the third viper project. Last year we could start a project targeting the Hungarian ground squirrel, and habitat restoration projects are also widespread, targeting the typical Pannonian habitats such as the Pannonian salt steppes and sodic lakes. And we have one integrated project that targets many kind of Pannonian grasslands and species. We also take part in projects coordinated by other member states participants. We are very happy with this project as well. The numbers are growing. For example, there are a Great Bustard project that started last year, and there is a Danube Wide Island project targeting the restoration of islands of the Danube. And of course, I could say much more examples, but now I give the floor to my colleague Annika to talk about the environmental sub-program. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Annika Rózsa from the Ministry of Energy, the NCP of the Circular Economic and Quality of Life sub-program. The LIFE program propels the Hungarian environmental project by strengthening international partnerships. Hungary has successfully joined international projects in nearly all thematic areas of the circular economy and quality of life sub-program. Regarding the topic of waste, there is a running LIFE project involving the airports of 4 Central European capitals, coordinated by Budapest Airport. In the zero pollution and sustainable management of natural resources topic, the protection of environmental elements plays a prominent role. In Hungary, in the context of climate change adaptation, air protection projects are gaining increasing importance in recent years. Due to Hungarian natural characteristics, soil and water protection, and the chemical-related risks are also becoming increasingly prominent. 2 successful LIFE projects have been and are being carried out under Hungarian coordination in this topic. In the context of the new European Bauhaus topic, Hungary can build on numerous traditions through its architectural and innovative research ideas. Hungarian engineers and scientists are famous worldwide and highly demanded throughout Europe. This is a little history in the Bauhaus topic from Hungary. See the picture on the right top. There is a small natural island on the Danube River at the northern border of Budapest that can only be reached by water. Here, 80 years before the LIFE European Bauhaus calls for proposals, a Hungarian model house was built in the 1930s, and property could only be acquired here if built in this style. It is still the most famous Bauhaus island in Hungary since nearly 100 years. The Hungarian environmental governance projects are consistent with the objectives of EU environmental legislation and policies, as well as developing and deepening the knowledge base and transferring best practices. Through international partnerships, Hungary is increasingly able to effectively incorporate international experience and knowledge in these areas of environmental protection, circular economy, and waste management. During the previous budget cycle, between 2014 and 2020, Hungarian partners participated in 9 winning projects, in 3 as coordinators in standard projects, and in 1 coordinating an integrated air protection project. The Best Food Waste Prevention Live project, started in 2016, has received numerous international awards. After its closure in 2020, the coordinator National Food Chain Safety Office continued on this own and with organizing several successful awareness-raising campaigns, remains Hungary's national food waste prevention program to this day. The River Basin Management Plan of Hungary has a nationwide technical assistance project coordinated by the National Water Authority. The first Hungarian coordinated chemical risk project, the Green and Safe Lifestyles, was started in 2018 through a collaboration among 5 European countries. The Association of Conscious Consumers, in Hungarian Tudatos Vásárlók Egyesülete, has been promoting sustainable, circular, ethical, fair and just consumption and lifestyle choices since 2021. Similarly, this association is coordinating the ongoing Tox-Free project, which continues to identify hazardous chemicals commonly found in our daily lives. Hungary's first integrated air quality project, coordinated by the Hungarian Meteorological Service, received live funding for 7 years to cover the northern and southern regions of the country, with several awareness-raising campaigns, for example, nationwide cycling events. For major airports from 4 different European countries, Budapest, Dubrovnik, Madrid, and Venice, join forces to address one of the main ecological impacts of global aviation, airport waste. Live Triple Air stands for reducing, reusing, and recycling of airport waste between 2024 and 2028. Successful environmental projects not only protect and promote our environment and human health and manage risks, but also significantly contribute to climate change adaptation and climate protection. With that sentence, I'll give the floor to Dénes.
Yes, thank you so much. I also welcome everyone in this call. So my name is Dénes Kövanyai, and I am the Hungarian NCP for Life Climate Change Mitigation and Adaptation subprogram. So just a few words about the role of life climate in Hungary. So this subprogram is one of the main funding sources for climate action in Hungary, and it has an important role in financing adaptation interventions, adaptation measures, and it also has an important role in implementation and achievement of adaptation objectives, which are laid down in our national strategies. For instance, the adaptation strategy, which is one of the 3 main pillars of our second national climate change strategy. And as it has been already mentioned, that most of our life climate projects were in the past and still are from the adaptation area. so we still struggle to have a successful mitigation projects, and so it must be highlighted that in adaptation we have identified, or it seems to be identified, to a crucial topic for Hungary. These are the water management, for example, this water retention measures, and also the topic of heat islands has also emerged as a main topic to deal with. And if we can move to the next slide. Thank you. And on this slide, you can see just some successful Hungarian coordinated life climate projects in the past cycle. So between 2014 and 2020, in total, we have had 6 successful life climate projects, of which 5 were the standard action projects. And here also you can see some examples for them. For instance, these projects aimed to test and integrate natural water retention measures in some pilot sites throughout the country, and also another project, this Life Logos for Waters. It has aimed to integrate an ecosystem-based water management at the catchment level, so not only at the municipal level, but also at the catchment level. And the Life in Runoff project main objective was to mainstreaming climate change adaptation into urban, public and private stormwater infrastructure. And so in the past cycle, our still ongoing integrated project has been started. So these projects aim the environment-friendly transformation of the single largest core region in Hungary, and the transformation of the Atra power plant, which is still the one of the largest CO2 emitters of our country. And so this integrated project is coordinated by the Ministry of Energy. And it must be also highlighted that in this current cycle, so from 2021 to 2027 cycle, so far we have three successful ongoing, of course they are ongoing projects, and it's remarkable that 2 of these 3 ongoing projects deal with the effects of urban heat islands, and the third one, LifeCo Klima, its main objective is to increase community level climate resilience through local sustainable food production and adaptation of small settlements in Hungary. So it's just a short overview of our main successful projects, and I will pass the word now to Levente. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I will be brief on this one. As I mentioned beforehand, I'm the live NCP for the Clean Energy Transition subprogram. I will just say some quick takeaways, some points of the Hungarian CET subprogram. The role in Hungary of this subprogram is more or less a sort of complementary fund, because unlike, for example, for the nature subprogram in Hungary, the energetic support schemes, which is usually backed by a robust state funding, have an immense difference between them. But the LIFE program itself, even in energetics, complements the state funding in a sort of natural synergy. While LIFE supports the capacity building, trainings, and non-tangible measures, the government primarily invests in physical infrastructure, creating a balanced and mutually reinforcing approach. Just to showcase the difference between the two schemes, whereas the LIFE CET subprogram that is running since 2021 brought into Hungary about 3.5 million euros funds. The Hungarian government allocated in the similar years about 1,000 more funding, about 3 to 4 billions, to related measures such as energy storage, renovations in the building sector, cooling, heating, municipal retrofits, and solar panels, and many more things. For example, EV charging, renewable energy, and public buildings, for example. But it still has its role in Hungary, and we are hopeful that we can make it more and more successful in Hungary. Moving on, we have a few successful LIFE set projects in Hungary. As mentioned before, it's only running since 2021. In just about each year, we managed to get financing for one projects as coordinators. We have at the moment 4 winners. Currently 2 is ongoing. The first will be the Construct for Life, which is a build skill initiative to reinforce the Hungarian building sector, to train the personnel for sustainable energetics in our building sectors. That's the second one is the CET RenoInvest, which is about the 2022 fin rounds calls, which basically promotes national roundtables in regarding of financing of energetics investments. Then we have the 2 newer ones, the 2024 call, which is a policy one, LIFE Rails, which tends to equip authorities with decision makings and to promote wind and solar deployments in primarily artificial surfaces. What I mean here, that it's not a greenfield investment, but the deployment of these plants or power plants will be on such environment that is already heavily built in by humans, so we do not use any greenfield investment on that one. And our newest winner as a coordinator is one of our pristine university, the Hungarian Technological University of Budapest, that has a PDA project that they won in the last year, and their primary focus is about energy communities. Just some more quick facts and figures about the program. We have about 18 or so ongoing projects that where we participate in as a beneficiaries, and as I mentioned beforehand, 4 that is coordinated by ourselves. You can see a map on the right corner, the deep orange color represents the countries where we actively participate in LIFE projects. On the top right corner, you can see the two logos of the first two projects. And unfortunately, I did not find any logos for the last two projects, but you can see the university's quite old logo. And also, as I did not mention before, the third project, the policy one, is coordinated by the WWF. And with that, thank you very much for your attention on this part.